Perfect. Before we go for presentations, talk, do we have any announcement?
Hello. Okay, so first of all, I would like to apologize for the delay in the plenary. We were recording. We were taking pictures to show our corporate partner General Electric that we actually care about the cooperation with them and that we are promoting them during our events. Keep in mind that all BEST events are free, meaning that we do not pay money to attend, and we do rely on the funding which we receive from our partners. This is why is it important to actually show the support during the GA. Okay, so some announcements. Pum, pum, pum. Okay, it's a good day for educational involvement because Educo's abstract paper for the senior annual conference for 2016 was accepted. Okay. We also have an announcement from LBG Cluj-Napoca. They want to invite everybody to their friends and alumni meeting event. So if you guys want to party with LBG Cluj-Napoca, please approach them to get more details. And that's about all. Javi, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Talk. 1, 2, 3. Okay, since we had a couple presentations before that belong to this block, I would like to clarify that we will keep the order of the presentations the way they are. We will just not have the ones we already had. So we will have presentations on KM Project, Golden Cogwheel, Red Apple winners for summer, then we'll have LB Show, Foundation Database, and then we'll go for confirmations. I apologize for any kind of disturbance in the force. This could have happened, could have provoked the presenters. Good. We'll go now for the first presentation on KM Project from Dennis.
Can I have all KM Project members to the middle, please? Hello guys, this is Deniz. I am from LBG Izmir and here as the KM Project Coordinator. And today we will talk about knowledge management project and what happens since September. A bit of history, KM Project kicked off with a KM workshop in Riga in 2013. And it was a part of the previous LTSP. And also it's one of the objectives in our current LTSP. And in that KM workshop that okay, why it's not working? Yeah. In that KM workshop that people talk about the problems in BEST that we have regarding knowledge management, and they found out some topics. People didn't know that the knowledge exists, and information was scattered, documents were outdated, people didn't know how to reach the right knowledge, and also people were lacking the mindset to pass the knowledge through next generations. And to solve these problems, they clustered these problems first into 3 main categories. First is that the lack of culture and awareness of importance of KM in BEST, flaws in knowledge flow, and tools usage and design. Then, to solve these problems in BEST, they come up with a solution as 24 projects, and at the beginning of each year, the KM project coordinator and the relevant body and the previous coordinator evaluates the projects and the current situation of BEST, and decides on the projects. In this September, we also evaluated this, and we have 8 projects now we are currently actively working on, and 3 of them that we are maintaining. Best Library is one of them. Best Library is a project to help besties to find the knowledge they are looking for, to make it easy for them. It's basically the knowledge map of BEST, we can say. This project now is in implementation stage. As Amato also mentioned in ITC presentation, we are having a bit of issues to implement it to PA, but it will be ready soon, we hope. Education on PA Tools is a project that aims to help people with inline help to how to give knowledge, how to use the tools. The inline help is the text that you can find in brackets, so it will basically tell you what this thing do or what do you need to write there and so on. This year we have 6 tools that we need to implement this inline help, and 3 of them were finished, which were Wiki, Archive, and Refund tool. They are already sent to ITC for implementation. Department pages. This project aims to give every department page a uniform structure so people can find what are they looking for more easy. Best Position Tracker is a project that it's a tool that you can seek for information about people who has the certain knowledge or experience in BEST. This is also in implementation phase that ITC is working on it. We have CAM page. CAM page basically is a page that you can find all the information about knowledge management in general, its history in BEST, and how we implemented it to BEST. And it will be online after GA. Why should be KT? The project aims to create a handbook for local boards so they can get informed through that on their knowledge transfer. Especially if some LBGs are looking some experienced people, it will be very helpful for them. Support for implementation of CAM system project is just aims to help people, help besties who are facing with some problems when they are maintaining their knowledge management system in local level. So it's basically adding some people to help desk, so you can go there and select KM, and you can ask your questions, and the relevant people will answer these questions. Overview of KM tools is also a project that aims to list all the tools that used in BEST, defines their aim and target group, and also create tutorials if needed. Beside of these, we have 3 projects that they are finished, but we are maintaining them, which means we are not actively working on them. But if people need, we are just helping them to get these projects through. One of them is generic CAM system for LBGs. The other one is sharing mailing lists and knowledge fairs. If you are interested to learn more about KIAM project or contribute to one of the projects, you can join KIAM Observers. You can approach us during GA, or also you can visit IPP and look for the other projects. Thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, please shoot.
Are there any questions or statements for Dennis? Okay. Okay. Knowledge management is a vital part for this organization to develop. If there are no questions now and they appear later on, or suggestions, please approach Denise after the session, and let's give her a huge round of applause. There is a technical, or yeah, there is a technical from LBG Madrid.
Maria LBG Madrid. It's just that we have suddenly 2 tablets. So if our organizer could come here.
Okay, can we have an organization taking care of that? And then for LBGs to, okay, I believe it belongs to membership corner. So organizers will take care of that. Thank you, LBG Madrid. We will continue now with the presentation on Golden Cogwheel by Competitions Working Group.
Okay, so basically I want to call all competitionistas to the middle, please. And I also want to call 2 NRR coordinators that are here with us and are cooperating with us. So please, Kata, come to the middle. And also you, Anya. This? Oh, yeah, I will. Anya? Anya, come to the middle. Aren't you not?
Okay.
I'm sorry to interrupt your coding still. Okay, let me.
Can you please start?
Yeah, I will. Okay, so basically I'm here to present you some one of the projects of Competition Working Group, that is the Golden Cogwheel project. The concept is mainly to adapt, to create quality awards and to apply it to competitions. At this moment, we're just focusing on EBEC. However, this is just one of the first tryouts, and I will let you know more about it in the future. But mainly the point of this is to try to promote LBGs to increase their quality on competitions, to provide a better services to all of our stakeholders, and also in the meantime to promote them and invest itself and promote their good practices. So let's take a look at what has been done so far. The concept of the project was already a bit developed before. Last year, EBEC team already had worked upon it on EBEC kickoff meeting, Delft, if I'm not mistaken, and there was not so much stuff left to do. We finalized the achievements list. We defined what was the procedure and also what kind of structure we wanted to apply in the end. And it was decided to not focus only on the general on general achievements, but actually to also add categories up to it and to give recognition for competitions that are also really good in a certain topic, or should I say, in a certain component of the competition itself. The playing procedure has already been defined, and right now we already have some supporting documents related with the achievements, and it's already being promoted among national and regional rounds. Basically, this is the general table. The Golden Cogwheel, it's a system that is that you can go up to 100 points. So basically, in this case, if you actually achieve 90% of the points or more, you end up winning the Golden Cogwheel. And that's similarly as Golden Apple. We also award competitions that strive to get Golden Cogwheel by one, but however, by one reason or another, we're unable to do it. And because of that, you also have competitions that will be awarded 3 cogwheels, 2 cogwheels, and 1 cogwheel, depending on the amount of points they achieved. So these were the categories I was speaking about. There's career support and development. That in this case has 25 points allocated to it, and it's basically made out of achievements that consist and that promote good practices in the in this component. The other component, it's a task content and structure that is related exactly with the content of the competition, with the structure, and also with the topic itself. The other part is a bit more general. It's regarding organization. How is it done exactly, not only in internal processes, but actually on external processes? How are the students and every other stakeholder involved? And then we have also another general category If you have questions or you're curious about this, what kind of achievements we have in here, I'm also open to questions in the end. I want to thank you specifically to EBEC Alpe Adria, EBEC Central, EBEC Spain, EBEC Portugal, and EBEC Poland that decided and are helping us out to try this new concept, to afterwards also try to improve it. And they're helping us out now to try to improve it a bit. And they're actually running for the first try of the Golden Cogwheel. But let's try also to look also a bit into the future itself. So where do we want to reach? So basically, the work that we still need to do is to gather input from all the participants in national regional rounds, and also LBGs that are where they're organized, to process it and to identify the improvement points, what can be done better, what can actually be added on top of it, and if we need to kill something. The bottom goal is, in the end, we'll have a better and improved version of Golden Cogwheel that will be better adjusted to, in this case, to EBEC. And on the end of it, next year we're planning to have Golden Cogwheel also applied to local rounds, so not only for national regional rounds. And one in the future, we also aim to include competitions outside of EBEC. However, for including those ones, we still need to gather a bit more knowledge on which kind of competitions outside of EBEC exist and to adjust the achievements up to it. So basically, this is the question for you for next year. Are you up for the challenge? Next year, we will be opening Golden Cogwheel for LBGs, so you'll be able to apply your local rounds to Golden Cogwheel, and you'll know more about us in the future. Do you have any questions?
Okay. We have one question from LBG St. Petersburg, and then from LBG Hania.
Xenia, St. Petersburg. I'm interested, for the Golden Apple, courses are divided for the seasons, and the season passed, and I'll apply for the Golden Apple. But if speaking about the dates, for example, of the local rounds, they are really different. And how you will wait for the one moment when all the local rounds will pass, and then you will wait for the applicants?
The deadlines, okay, thank you for your question. Just to clarify, the deadlines of the achievements, they're not focused in time specifically. They're actually focused on the specific timing of the competition. So for example, what happens usually is you have the time, when you always know the time of the competition happening, and you have certain achievements that have, for example, deadline that is 2 weeks before the start of it. You have achievements that its deadline is 3 weeks after it, depending on the kind of achievements. If you want, I can give you some examples on it. So, for example, if I'm not mistaken, if you want to take part in EBEC Task Awards, the deadline is either the start of it opening or it's 3 weeks after the end of the competition. However, you also have other things for example, informing which jury is going to take part on your round, and that is you have to announce that to the students 1 week before the start of the competition. So it's not focused on the year itself, it's focused on the timing of the competition itself. Yeah?
Okay. We'll take the next question from LBG Hania and then LBG Gras.
Hello, Stelios from LBG Hania. Actually, is there a deadline to apply? Because we are organized on May EBEC Greece. And who has to apply, the coordinator or the organizing LBG?
Okay, thank you for your question, Stelios. So basically, all the process of Golden Cogwheel has been in constant communication with the national regional round coordinators. And in this specific case, there's since this is the first tryout, there's no specific deadline associated with it, and Golden Cogwheel is made up of achievements, so there's no requirements. If you miss one of achievements, it doesn't mean that you'll miss Golden Cogwheel. The point of it is, for example, even if you miss the deadline of one of the achievements, you're still able to apply for Golden Cogwheel and try out all of the other ones afterwards. However, since it was communicated to all the national regional round coordinators, since this is the tryout, and we also were a bit behind on this, we're going to be a bit flexible with the deadlines, because in the end we want to get as much feedback from you as possible to make it better for next year.
Okay, we have a follow-up question from Hania. Okay, it was cut. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
We'll go now for LBG Graz and then LBG Venezia.
Fiona from Graz. I have a question regarding the career support. Could you clarify that a bit? Because for us, it's always a critical point because of agreements with university.
Sorry, can you clarify your question?
What would you put in that category? And the
So
career
you're talking
support
about
and
the
development. What would
careers.
that be?
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, so for I can give you the examples. Right now, the ones we have is like having an extra activity along with the back. So for example, it can either be workshop, trainings, something that actually provides or improves the knowledge or somehow beneficiates the students. For example, there's other achievements, like for example, receiving the CVs of the students. That can also help them in case you have partnerships with companies, because we're actually promoting them as well. It depends on the stakeholders. Another example is also having a company sponsoring a task, or even university institution, something like that.
Okay, there are two fingers from Educo. Can I get the microphone to Educo?
Dragana from Educo. I remember it was also proposed that an LEOE can take place on IPF, the IPF sessions. So is it included in this
obviously.
definition?
The point of this achievement is not only, okay, it's career support, but it's also in terms of development. And if you're actually providing a service for the student that is valuable to them, you're actually developing them as well. So that's definitely an option.
Thank you.
Okay, good. The next question is from LBG Venezia. But before we go for that question, I would really ask you, I mean, this is not a request, this is an order. Please turn off the Wi-Fi on your mobile devices, because we do need the internet to work and for this plenary to continue, please. We'll go for LBG Venezia. Go ahead.
Well, thank you for the presentation, and I want to ask if you have a defined system of measuring the achievements with some specified criteria, and how you will collect the information and proceed it.
That is like currently associated with the way we gather the information from in this case, national regional rounds. So we actually are doing something quite similar to Code on Apple. That was, well, they helped us also in terms of defining our working methods, and we're actually still improving them. That's why you want to try out with national regional rounds. In this case, you have kind of a spreadsheet where you provide the information and you provide all the documents necessary to state and to prove that you actually prove that achievement. So for example, let's say that one simple example, like one of the achievements is having the competition fully in English. If you provide the guides of the competition itself, you're already proving part of them. And that is one way of processing. However, for example, right now at this moment, it's not supported on PA, but we also have other methods to do it, since this is something that is not mandatory as well, and we're still developing it. So it's always a continuous development. Is it clear? Did I answer your question?
Okay, thank you. We have one more finger from LBG Belgrade.
Miloš from Belgrade. This is more of a statement and a suggestion. If you can define all of the criteria as good as you can, how to evaluate all rounds, then it could even become a sort of a criteria for everybody to finally have a uniform EBEC. So I think it's really, really great, and I hope that you will make the most of it.
Okay, thank you for your statement, LBG Belgrade. With this, we finalize this round of questions. So let's have a huge round of applause for Competitions Working Group. Okay, I would like to ask the plenary whether they would like to have a wake-up game. Doc, do we have it ready? But people don't want it. Okay. Okay, there are mixed feelings about having a wake-up game right now. So we will continue with the next presentation and then have a wake-up game, okay? The next presentation is on Red Apple winners for summer, and I would like to ask Extra Zurita to come to the middle. Thank you.
I just spoiled you it. Okay, hello, I'm Surita, and as quality coordinator, I've been asked to do a little presentation about the Red Apple winners. It's going to be really quick. I think most of you are aware of Red Apple or Golden Apple. This is an award that was implemented to try to make our courses a little bit better. These things were not mandatory. So these people that tried to get Golden Apple and achieve them just willingly decided to make an extra effort to achieve and make a better course. Therefore, this presentation is also to award them for this extra effort that they made. In summer 15, we had 35 courses out of 48 applying, and 21 got the Red Apple. And in autumn 15, the last ever Red Apple season, we had 5 LBGs applying and 3 ones got them. This presentation is going to be really quick. I will show a photo of the LBG. You will clap to congratulate them. And we'll do this like really, really fast, okay? So, in summer, we have Almada. No. Just one big clap.
Let's go
try
for
it
mono
again.
clap.
So, Almada, Aveiro, Brasov, Bratislava, Brno, Bucharest, Chisinau, Gdansk, Ghent, Gliwice, Iași. Okay, let's try it with autumn. It's going to be shorter. Barcelona, Izmir, Rome. That's it. Like, it's only 3. So, are you now super jealous and do you want to see your LVG in this presentation in PM? Now we have Golden Apple. It's even better. So, right now, in winter, we already had 4 courses applying. In spring is 10, summer 35. And in autumn, even actually before sending the call, we already have 3 LBGs applying. So if you're organizing a summer or an autumn course, you're on time, please apply for it. Where can you find more information? Here you have our wiki page. You can write it down or check like EEC, Quality Project, and Golden Apple. Or if you don't like the wiki, you can just send me an email or to the Golden Apple team. If you have any questions.
Okay, thank you, Zurita. There is one question from Rom Torpergata.
Okay, hi. LBG Rom TV, Emanuele. I'm not sure about it, but probably you forgot us in the presentation.
Did you receive the email that you got it?
Yes.
Then it was my mistake. Please an applause for Roma Torregata. Sorry. Oh, by the way, all the winners, you have a certificate. I will bring them tomorrow in the coffee break. Just look for me. I'm sitting with Educo, and I will give it to you.
Okay. Congratulations, Rome TV. Any other question or statement? If not, I would like to thank all the LBGs that put their effort into providing even better services for, from BEST. And have a huge round of applause for all the winners and Extra Zurita. Good. Okay. No, later. We'll go now for LBG show. We'll have 2 presentations today. The first one is from Susanna Radis from LBG Gdansk. And the second one will be from Svetlana from LBG Lviv. First, we'll go for LBG Gdansk, and then for LBG Lviv. I would ask LBG Lviv to also get ready for the presentation. Yeah, this is Dansk.
Okay, I would like to ask all of the Polish people to the middle to join me. Okay, so my name is Susanna, and I'm going to give a presentation about IBEC Poland structure, because I believe that we organize it a bit differently than other LBGs, and that you can take inspiration from it and maybe apply some of our ideas. IBEC Poland is organized by all 6 Polish LBGs. The structure of the national core team looks like this. We have 6 positions: main organizer and HR, TR, FR, PR graphic design, IT and host of national round, and PR media. What is special about this structure is also that all of these people are the main organizers of the local rounds. Local core teams look a little bit similar. We have such positions as main organizer, HR, logistics, TR, FR, and PR. They are similar to the national round, the positions, and this enables proper communication and cooperation in the fields of TR, FR, and PR. To make sure that we have good communication, this year we had 22 online meetings. And we also organized 3 PMs, but these are not president meetings, of course. These are Polish meetings. There are around 70 participants on each one of them, and we have sessions about IBEC only. So we have a session about TR, FR, and PR, also president's session and treasurers, and we also test the tasks for IBEC. We also organize short intensive meetings, and this year we had 3. So what are the benefits of this structure? I think that the main benefit is that we have a really good knowledge transfer between local and national rounds, because the same people are organizing both of them. We also get a lot of diversity of ideas, not only from the participants who have the same tasks at all of the local rounds and national round, but also, for example, in PR from all 6 LBGs. And we have a common, coherent plan of promotion and marketing materials, but we have different promotion actions, some of them. So, for example, one LBG is organizing they are driving around the campus in a kayak on wheels. The other one is walking with a barrel. The next 2 LBGs are organizing picnics and barbecues. The other one is making chalk drawings around the campus. And what we organize together, and is also different from other LBGs, is a qualifying test. This is the first level of local round, and we have to organize it because we have many applications. And these are the statistics for this year. And to clarify it, this is not the number of teams, this is the number of participants. So this year we had 1,980 participants. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you, LBG Gdansk, for your presentation. We'll go now for a round of questions. LBG Kaurfu, and then LBG Izmir.
Darei Kaurfu. So, of course, thank you for this presentation. It's cool that you share with us. And my question is, how main organizers of local rounds decide which exactly position in... okay. Okay, how exactly main organizers choose a position in your regional core team, or Polish core team, I don't know how you call it.
Thanks for your question. Yeah, it is quite a struggle because we have only 6 positions and sometimes 2 people want the same position. And we decided on a session during Polish meeting, one of them, and the decision is made by presidents.
Okay. Please only speak when you're given the microphone and the word. We'll go now for LBG Izmir and then LBG Belgrade. Okay, first we have 2 fingers from Athens on the topic raised by Yeka Urfu.
Ben from Athens. And what if they don't have the knowledge? I mean, there are many organizers and they have to apply for a FR position or PR position. What if they don't have the knowledge to do that?
Then, like, there are not the only people who organize it. They can also have the help from their LBG. But usually, all of these facts are taken into, like, taken into consideration by the presidents.
Okay, thank you. Then, as I mentioned, the question is from LBG Izmir and then LBG Belgrade.
Emrecan, LBG Izmir. First of all, I think this is a great idea and I want to congratulate you guys for doing it. But my first thought was like, ain't nobody got time for that. So I want to ask, is it time consuming as it seems? How do you manage your time? Is it enough to do other stuff in Best maybe?
Yeah, of course it is a lot of work and probably we are not doing any other like big tasks.
Okay, I think there are 2 fingers from the mattress, or a clarification.
Yeah. Olaf from the mattress. Maybe you have asked about the people who make tasks like locally or the coordinators for the cities, because mostly in Poland, if you're a coordinator, so for example, Zuza is the coordinator for Gdańsk, and she has her core team. And it means that she probably won't have any other positions in Best. But of course, the people who work locally, like for example, in core team of Zuza, they have other positions, for example, in other projects. Maybe, is this clear? Yeah, cool.
Dobrze. We'll go for LBG Belgrade and then LBG Ankara.
Miloš from Belgrade. Very cool. So there are 2 things I'd like you, if you can explain. One is, how do you agree? Because if the FR is done in only one university center, I mean the person is there in that city, how do you coordinate exactly where will be the majority of fundraising be done, in which part? And also, have you thought of the idea how would be applicable to regional rounds instead of national? Because I can understand working it on a national level, but on a regional, when you have to do fundraising in different countries, it's not as stable as I think it would be.
Okay, so the person who is in IBEC Poland core team and is FR responsible works also with the FR responsible for local rounds. So we work like in 3 core teams, we can say, at the same time.
Okay, we have one question now from LBG Ankara, and then the next question is from LBG Porto.
Metin Oktay from LBG Ankara. I want to ask you, is it ever being a problem that if one of the main organizers demotivated from working nationality, only focus for locally, but very demotivated and feel obliged to work national round?
I think that most of the work that we do is done like nationally, because we also work in PR, TR, FR, in these fields, we also work nationally. So I think that it's like really rare. This person would do like really like less stuff. I mean like the things that you have to do nationally are, you have more tasks than locally, a lot more nationally. So it's almost like impossible like to get demotivated nationally. I don't know if that answers your question.
Okay, thank you. We have 7 more questions. I would like to ask the LBGs who raised their questions whether they want to cut or not. We will continue with these questions, but will not take any other question. The next question is from LBG Porto, and then we have LBG Ensta.
Bunny from Porto, you talked about Polish meetings. Could you elaborate a bit more? You said that you do 3 of them. What do you do there? What kind of activities? When do you do them?
Okay, so we do them 3 times a year. Like in the, there is one in June, another one in October, I think, and another one in March. And we work on these sessions that I mentioned, TR, PR, and FR, and there is also a session for the presidents and for the treasurers. And on Polish meeting, which is in March, we also test the tasks for the local rounds. Yeah, and we like discuss with all of the people who are there, because each LBG has around 10 to 12 delegates. So this is like really a lot of people to take the ideas from them.
Okay, thank you. I would also like your questions and answers to be more specific and try to focus as well on the topic of IBEC Poland, not on Polish meetings. We have one question from LBG Ensta and then Extra Virginia.
Okay, Antoine from LBG Ensta. My question is, how far does universities of your LBGs help you for this event?
We all organize the IBEC local rounds at our universities, and I guess that's basically all. I know that Wrocław has a lot of help from their university. They have some grants. They cooperate with them really good. But other LBGs, I think, no.
Okay, good. Before we go for the question from Extra Virginia, I would like to remind the plenary that 3 fingers are meant to be shown to the rest of the plenary, not just to the board table. It's to express that to the rest of the LBGs that you think this topic has already been over-discussed. Let's go up one question from Extra Virginia.
Extra Naya, thank you for your presentation. It's really interesting. I would like to ask, as I see that you have a coherent fundraising system from local level to national level, if partners that confirm in your local level, they do in the national level as well, and if they confirm, how is the complexity of the task that they provide? Is it better, the whole profile of the task?
We fundraise only nationally. Yes, for the local as well. Like, because we organize the local rounds together, we have the same tasks. So if we have a company who buys the task, then like it's for the all 6 LBGs.
Okay, I think we have 3 more questions. LBG Trondheim, LBG St. Petersburg, and Košice. I would like to ask the plenary whether we want to continue with this question round. Can you please say we want to continue, or thumbs down, we don't want to continue? Okay, I think there is a majority of the people who don't want to continue, but I encourage our LBGs Trondheim, St. Petersburg, and Košice to approach the Polish people and ask their question. Good. Thank you.
No.
Okay.
Jozin z Bazin, už si zuby brousí. Jozin z Bazin. Na Jožina z Bážin, koho by to napadlo? Praškaš letadlo. Předsedo, letadlo a prášek Jožina ti při...
Okay. I would like to. Yeah, a second. I would like to thank LBG Dansk for the presentation, and I would like to ask for a clarification from Pavel.
This is like the proof that once something is internet, it never like dies. So be careful what you put on YouTube and Facebook. It may come up like after like 8 years or something. So yeah, pay attention to it.
Good. I would like to encourage all delegates who want to know the story behind their video to approach Pavel afterwards. We'll go now for a presentation from LBG Lviv. So I think it's Svetlana from LBG Lviv.
Okay, hello plenary. My name is Svetlana. I am from LBG Lviv. And I'll ask 2 people from Lviv to come here. Yeah, nice. And I want to tell you one thing that exists in our LBG called History Keeper. And yeah, okay, so.
Is it on?
Wait.
Can you check on the side if it's on? Okay, I would like to ask the plenary to remain silent because it's quite complicated to present in the middle of the plenary, and you must show respect. Please go ahead.
Okay, so there was one problem in our LBG that every time when you are creating some promo materials or other stuff, you need to find some examples of the previous materials or some logos or design stuff or etc. And you need to approach a lot of people, or you need to go through the different mails in your mailing list, and it's really a wasting of time. So yeah, and we decided that it would be much easier if there was an archive in which we can find different important materials, such as promo materials, logos, also KTs and handbooks and other stuff. So suggested solution was to create a new non-body position called History Keeper. What are the benefits? Of course, it improves knowledge transfer process. It makes process of finding important information much easier, and it improves the feedback process. What are the duties of History Keeper? It's to collect all the KT materials, reports, handbooks, minutes from the feedback sessions, and also information related to our local projects. complete administration of sharing services, collect all the information from local departments. It is examples of previous works and rules and other stuff. Update best family tree, because we have such thing in our LBG. And of course, to share this information between all the people in our LBG. What has been done so far? We elected first history keeper. His name is Stas Horodnichi. We implemented new archive structure of LBG on private area. There are 7 sections: departments, documents, projects, history plus fun, logos, handbooks, and instruction. How to use this archive. We are collecting, structuring, and downloading information. We gave access to the archive for all the active full and baby members. Okay, and which problems we see so far? It is gathering the information from people, because you know you need to approach a lot of people and collect all the stuff. And they're kind of lazy examples. And of course, PA. The problem with PA, because we decided to put this archive on PA, and as you know, there are some troubles with that. So, yeah. Okay, so if you have some questions, you can ask.
Okay, thank you very much, Elvie Lviv. Wait. Okay, we'll go now for questions. The first one is from Extra Shasha. And then from LVG Brashov.
Extra Sasha, I would want to ask if you are using only archives at PA and not wiki, and if you don't use wiki, then why?
Okay, we are using archives only for these all materials like that, and about wiki, I'm not sure. Actually.
So you put all materials into archive?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We'll go now for LBG Brashov and then LBG Belgrade.
Dragoș LBG Brashov, what kind of structure do you use for your archive? I've seen something like ZRR files.
Yeah, it is, but it is like in one of the folders. And as I said, there are sections of departments, documents, projects, history plus fun, logos, handbooks, and instructions. So.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. So now we'll have a question from LBG Belgrade and then from LBG Ankara.
Milos from Belgrade. Do you know how much exactly, how much space does it require on the web or in this case on PA? And do you have approximation how much it will grow in the continuing period? Because I think that if you're uploading photos and videos and everything else, at some point you would have to do a reduction of all of that because it will simply overload wherever you're uploading, whether it's PA or somewhere else.
Okay, thank you for your question. So we are collecting only like documents and logos, so files that not require so much space. And for the photos, videos, and other stuff, we use just links to them. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. Now we have a question from LBG Ankara.
Dennis from Ankara. I'm sorry, but still can't understand. All the weekly meeting minutes are on PA, on your LBG archives, on every single monthly reports are on your LBG archives. What this people is doing additional to these?
Can you clarify?
Okay, after your weekly meetings, your minutes should be uploaded to PA. Your MOs are uploading their monthly reports to PA. So what this people is doing? Accept this?
So as I said, there are just promo materials and other stuff, and also some handbooks. Yes, we have to upload it here, but this work wasn't done before. So mainly. Yeah.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you. We have one question from Educo.
Dragana from Medico, but this is a statement like I'm from LBG Skopje, as I am. We have the position in LBG Skopje is also a non-boardy position. We call it knowledge management. And it's working quite well, but we don't use private area. We use Google Drive. And it showed up that it's quite useful. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, we thought about different services for that, and we came up with the idea to download it on PA because there is much more space.
Okay, good. If there are no more questions, then I would just like to remind you that if at any point any question or suggestion comes to your mind, please approach the people from LBG Lviv. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll continue now with the presentation on Foundation Database from Grants Working Group.
Hello. Well, first of all, I would like to ask the members from Grants Working Group to join the mantras. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Jaime from Grants Working Group, and I'm here to talk to you about Foundation Database Project. So first of all, what is Foundation Database Project? To put it simply, it's a list of foundations and grants. To put it simply, it's a list of foundations and grants that we have found that can suit different of some of our international projects. Why? Well, the main reason is like now in grants we are mainly focused in Erasmus+. Yes, it's true that it gives us a lot of money, third of the budget of BEST, but if actually we can apply for more grants, the more money, the better. This is not a new project, this is not a new idea, it was already existing, but it was outdated. So what we are trying to do it now is to keep it updated and to keep it and to increase the number of foundation and data and grants for the incoming years. So we have 5 main target projects. First, Best Career Day. Second of all, AVEC. AVEC, we are mainly focused in the final round, as is the international round, and all the money that we get from the grant will go to the final round. Also, we have events on education. These ones will be sold, all of them together, under the topic of the education. So if, for example, we have 4 or 5 during 1 year, we'll try to sell them all together and get money and distribute it. And also annual work and general meetings. The milestones of this project so far started gathering the team, then we collect information about grants and foundations that could suit some of these target projects. After that, we divided the foundations and grants that we found into the target project that will suit them the better. And all of this process of these parts have already been finished, and now we're currently implementing the first version of the database in the PA. Right now, it will look pretty simple, but in the future, we would like to implement it with filters. So for example, when you go to look for a grant, you just can select your country and the event that you want to do, and you can get the result with the grants that you can apply for. This is the team, our wonderful project coordinator from Barcelona. And this is its project team, a beautiful Serbian mafia, and a member from LBG Istanbul. At the beginning, some of them were not really experienced in grants, so they have to do an introductory course in finding grants. And the achievements of this project so far, we have found 20 potential grants. It might not seem much, but it's a lot, because there are not many grants that are suitable in an university level. We also did the grant searching night. That was an online meeting when several members of the grants working group gathered together and searched for grants for a few hours. And yes, it's also worth mentioning that one of our members of the project team, the member from Istanbul, is actually not from the grants working group. He joined through the IPP. So just so you can see that you can join projects without being in the working group or committee. And also worth mentioning that the project is on time. We have met all the deadlines, and the first version of the database will be implemented in the PA before 8th of May. That's all. Thank you. And if you have any question.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, are there any questions or statements? We have one question from LBG Gliwice.
Patrycja, LBG Gliwice. I have a question about grant for EOEs. Have you found any grant for EOEs?
Yes. Yes, we have found. But as I said, there will not be only for one EOE. We will gather all together. And yes, we have.
Okay. There is one question from LBG Ljubljana and another one. It's two fingers from LBG. First two fingers from LBG Jekaurfu.
Daria Jekaurfu, I wanted to clarify about the grant. Like, are there also restrictions about countries?
Yes, depends on the grants. But yes, actually we're looking mainly in the international level. So some of them are grouped instead for all Europe, for groups of countries. So yeah, it depends of each grant.
Okay, we have two fingers from grants. It was cut. We have one finger from LBG Ljubljana.
Hi, Dick from LBG Ljubljana. So you said that you'll be collecting money for EOEs. Will each EOE get an equal amount of money, or will LBGs have to apply specifically for the money?
Actually, this is for our coordinator.
Ramazan from Grants Working Group. So basically, we are just trying to find, how can I say, suitable grants right now. We are not using it, we are not applying right now. We didn't create any budget or something. We are just trying to find suitable grants. Is it okay? Cool.
Okay, thank you for your question. Is there any other question or statement? We have one finger from LBG Cluj-Napoca.
Vlad from Cluj, Napoca. When searching for these grants, are you searching only for the internal events or even for local events?
Thank you for the question. We were mainly focused in projects that have impact in the international level. But yes, when we were checking these foundations and these grants, we also checked in the same foundations if they have some kind of grants that is suitable for a local level. And in this case, it was also included on the database. So that is why it's worth it, even if you're an LBG, checked if there are some suitable grants for your country. That's the thing with the filters. So you just can choose your country, the event that you are preparing, and you can get a list. I mean, it's not our main target, but while looking for international, we find some for locals, and yes, we include them.
Okay, thank you, LBG Cluj-Napoca. Is there any other question or a statement? We have 3 fingers from LBG Podgorica. Ah, it's a 1 finger. Sorry.
I'm Stanko from Podgorica. Did you get some grant for IBEC final this year?
Thanks. No, this is not. We have still not applied to any grants. This project, it was just about collecting information for the future to have the possibility to apply for grants. So this is the first step.
Okay. If there are no more questions or statements, I would like to thank very much the work done by Grants Working Group on Foundation Database. And please approach them if you have any other question that may appear later on. Thank you very much. Perfect. We will now go for the next session. It's the second round of confirmations. Ooh.
Thank you.
As I mentioned, can we have some silence, please? Okay. Can you please? We have one technical from Extra Veronica.
Extra Veronica, we have one more person in the plenary. Can this person introduce herself?
Absolutely. Violeta?
Hello.
Can you please stand up?
Yes. Hello, I am Violeta. I am from LBG Valladolid, and I am here as BCD project.
Okay.
I just arrived.
Paco or Orfeas? Paco or Orfeas? You have to answer.
For what?
That's the follow-up question. So Paco or Orfeas?
Pacobo.
Paco. Okay. So welcome. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So as I was mentioning, we're going for the second round of confirmations. This is part of the selection process for the international board. What will happen afterwards is that these people, the candidates who accept to run for the international board, they will have to upload their CV. They will have to send their CV and motivation letter to secretary@best.eu.org by the 4th plenary day. So by tomorrow at 11 p.m., it has to be sent. So we can upload it to the system and delegates can check your CV and motivation letter. The templates are in the event folder on PA of this General Assembly. Can you please remain silent? And also, we need you to turn off your phones, the internet on your phones, because we're using G Drive. Yeah. The document is still loading because our internet connection is not strong enough because there are too many devices connected to the network. So please turn off Wi-Fi on your phones. Otherwise, the people outside of this General Assembly cannot follow what's happening here. So as I mentioned, these people will have to upload their CV and motivation letter by the 4th plenary day, so by tomorrow at 11 p.m. And then on the 5th plenary day, there will be the board speeches. We will follow the same procedure as we did yesterday. The person who has been nominated will stand up and will yell either I accept or I decline. You cannot postpone anymore since this is the last round of confirmation. Can I see thumbs up, thumbs down if this is clear? Perfect. We'll start with the executive board. The first position is the president position. Clemente from the Caravel. Mart from LBG Tallinn. Okay. I think she declined. Simon from LBJ Turin. Sultan, your mother. Okay, can you please state C declines or C reject? Okay. Please, this is very, I mean, these people, the people who are running for the board, they are deciding to spend 1 year in this organization 100%. So please take this serious and please state, I accept or I decline, nothing else. Talk? Thank you. You made my point. Dobromir LBJ Skopje. Oh. Porco Gato, LBJ Rome. Okay. Piotr from LBJ Warsaw. Jason from LBJ Liège. Emre from the Caravel. Jakub from LBJ Warsaw. Frank Underwood from Washington declines. I would like to remind all the members here that only full members of BEST can actually run for the executive board. And right now, we don't have any full member LBJ in Washington. Michele D'Amato from LBJ Milan. Marina Marchetta from Tigro. Davor from LBJ Vienna. Okay, people from BProud cannot run altogether, so they decline. Peter from LBJ Prague. Eric from LBJ Barcelona. Okay. As with the case for BProud, not two people cannot run at the same time. So Raxmi and Buni from Alpha also decline. The Walk of Wisdom from LBJ Erlangen. Can you please stand up? Okay. As for the case of Frank Underwood, we don't currently have an LBJ full member in New York, so Donald Trump also declines. And the same thing happens with Russia. Since Russia is, can we please have silence? Russia is currently not a city in this world. Libby from LBJ Brno. Okay. And Ace from Tigro. Okay. So the only candidate for the president position is Adrien from LBJ Lisbon. LBJ Lyon. I would like to apologize. It's Adrien from LBJ Lyon. We'll go for the next position, the treasurer position. We'll follow the same procedure. Ramazan from Grants Working Group. Okay. Dora from LBJ Budapest. Okay. Mateusz from LBJ Gdansk. Declines. Dobromir from LBJ Skopje. As for the case of Russia, Be Proud People and so on, Greek LBJs cannot run For the treasurer position, so they decline. Emre from the Caravel. Okay, as stated yesterday, there will be no FinTeam coordinator for next year because there will be no FinTeam, so he or she declines. Patri Diaconu from the Aviators.
She declines.
Good. Okay, just to clarify, I mean, we were together in the same board. She declined. Okay. Olcay from LBG Istanbul. Dimitri from LBG Liège. Okay. Ardita from the Raiders. I think it was LBG Uppsala who proposed her. Can you please state whether he or she, she declines or confirms? LBG Uppsala. Okay. So, right, as we mentioned, you had to have the confirmation by now because this is why you nominate people. So this person declines. Do not, I mean, please be considerate with the process and please be considerate with the kind of decision that you are taking. Okay, Dominic Strauss-Kahn is not a member of any LBG right now and most probably is in jail. Burak Topjo from LBG Istanbul. Okay, so right now for the treasurer position, we have 2 people running. Ramazan from Grants Working Group and Nadia from LBG Athens. Okay, we'll continue with the secretary, Pavel from the Carvel.
We both decline.
Okay, so both Pavel and Herchi can decline. Henrik. Okay, can we please remain silent? Henrik from the Arrays. Fiona from LBG Graz. Ksenia from LBG St. Petersburg. Jacob from LBG Warsaw. Okay, Violeta from LBG Valladolid. Monica from LBG Wrocław. Marina Marcheta from LBG Novi Sad. And Dobromir from LBG Skopje. Okay. So we have 2 people running for the secretary position. Dennis from Knowledge Management and Veronica from LBG Chisinau. Okay, since we completed the executive board, we will go now for the vice presidents. The first position is the vice president for HR. Ugur from LBG Isparta. Tibor from LBG Budapest. Ezra from LBG Istanbul Yildiz. Milica from membership team. Okay, Dobromir from LBG Skopje. Okay. Orpheas from L. And your mother?
I decline. She declined.
Okay.
Always.
Guys, can you remain serious? Michel from LBG Gucci. Okay. Mike from Bonding. Okay. Can we please? Mike cannot run for the international board because she is not a member of BEST yet. Oscar from the Submarine. Jordan from LG Brussels. Pierre from LG Lyon. Ace from LG Thessaloniki. Natasha from LBG Skopje. Florian from LBG Gothenburg. David from LBG Erlangen. Okay. Glenn from LBG Madrid. Florian from LBG Esta. Good. Okay. Libby from LBG Bruno. And Cristian Alonso from LBG Madrid. Okay. So right now we have 2 people running for the VP for HR position, Fergus and Milica. Good. Okay. We'll continue for the next position, Vice President for Projects. Can you go to the first row? Yeah. Emre Can from LBG Izmir. Amato from ITC. Mladen from LBG Belgrade. Okay. Violeta from LBG Valladolid. Okay, we currently don't have a LBG in force, so the dark side will decline. Andrea from LBG Budapest. Dobromir from LBG Skopje. Extra Ania. Elena Kamenova from LBG Sofia. And Petya from LBG Sofia. Okay. Can you go up? Okay, so we currently have 1 person running for the VP for Projects position. Okay. We'll go now for the Vice President for Services, Ilul from Marketing. Florian from LBG Gothenburg. Saksha from LBG Moscow. Okay. Clement's finger cannot run without the rest of the body, so it will decline. Ulash from Educo. Nuno from Competitions Working Group. Vlad from LBG CP. Okay. Patri from LBG Gliwice. Okay. Dobromir from LBG Skopje. Ulash from Competitions Working Group. Okay. Uyan from the Submarine. Pedro Cardoso from LBG Lisbon. Good. Pedro Aniceto from EEC. Okay. The piano from the plenary will also decline because unanimated objects like Clement's finger cannot run for the board. Henrik from the arrays. Angelina from EEC. Christina from the arrays. radars. Yeah. And Peter from the arrays. Okay. Can you go up? So we currently have one person running for the VP for services position. Okay. We'll go for Vice President for Local Group Support. I would like the plenary to remain silent. Kroko from LBG Gdansk. That's a no. Ania from LB Ljubljana. Sofia from LBG Hania. Dobromir from LBG Skopje. Sylvie from the arrays. Okay. Vadas from from the arrays. Ace from LBG Thessaloniki. Okay. Mariana's swimming hat together with the piano and Clement's finger cannot run for the board, so it will decline. Ramazan. Okay. Nicola from the arrays. Okay. Francesca from Rome TV. Okay. We currently don't have any LBG on Tatooine, so Anakin will also decline. Ivaras from LBG Kaunas. Okay. Marina from Tigro. Florian from LBG Gothenburg. Okay. Hussein from LBG Izmir. Okay. For the case of Claire Underwood, as with her husband Frank Underwood, she would not run. Vicente from the Aviators. Okay. Techno Chicken declines. Tibor from LBG Tibor from LBG Budapest. Okay. Okay. So we currently have 3 people running for the Vice President for Local Group Support. Okay. I also got this note that, okay, by the schedule, the confirmations were supposed to happen from 8 to 8:30. Doesn't that mean that people who were not contacted still have time to answer? I understand your concern. I believe that this is an important decision, and I would like to check with the plenary that they're okay. I mean, this is not voting or anything, just want to accept that the way we proceed, since we were earlier, we would have confirmations earlier whether to have it, whether instead of wasting 1 hour of our time. This is not voting, this is not anything. I just want to see if this is the way you want it to proceed, or you may want to have confirmations. I mean, allow people to confirm until 8:30. Can I see the first row delegates to state their opinion? So the question is, since we were earlier on the schedule, we had confirmations earlier, and the the confirmations did not happen at the same time that that it was written in the schedule. Are you okay that the people who did not answer yet, we took them as declined? Okay, what I'm trying to say is, there are people for which we had no confirmation. There are people for which they couldn't be reached yet. For example, we had the case of Adita from the arrays, who couldn't provide an answer yet. The question is, for those people who could not be contacted, we may not have, I mean, maybe they were just waiting for 1 hour to actually provide their answer. Maybe LBG Uppsala, since you can provide more input on this. Can I get a microphone to LBG Uppsala? Yeah.
If she's the only case, and I managed to contact her and she declines.
Okay. So she's the only case, and we did not follow the schedule, but we applied common sense, applied flexibility, and we stay with it. Is the plenary okay with this? Can I hear your approval on this? Like, prove you're okay that we had confirmations before because we were earlier with the schedule, and Ardita Pimai could not provide her answer, so she was taken as declined. Okay, thank you, LB Uppsala. And I would also like to thank, and I would like to ask all the people who are running for the international board to please stand up. And for the rest of the delegates to take a good look at them, because these people, in a couple of days, they will be delivering their speeches, and they have the courage and the determination to devote 1 year for this organization in order to make things better and to improve the organization. So good luck on running for all of you. Okay. Okay. So what's going to happen now, since we managed to finish with all the sessions for today earlier, and the deadline for amendments is at 10 p.m., we will have now, the plenary is still not closed, and I want to keep this, I mean, it's quite clear. We will have 20 minutes for you to go through the strategic documents and the proposals in case you want to provide any amendment. And you can also ask the people who are responsible for these documents, or here in the board table, the committees, and the working groups. In case you want to ask any question that couldn't be asked during the plenary, we'll have 20 minutes now to go through these documents and to ask questions. Then at 7:45, we will have announcements. We'll close the plenary and we'll have an extended dinner break. So, because after dinner, we will have speaker's corner. Is it clear? Can I see your thumbs up if it's clear? Good. I saw some fingers before. I don't know if there are questions. Belgrade? Can I have a microphone to LBJ Belgrade?
Is Milos from Belgrade. Is it okay to ask now about something that I would ask for amendments, or should it be done separately?
Can you clarify?
I have a question about the target group. Should I ask it now, because you said 20 minutes, or should we do it privately, all of us?
Privately. I mean, the idea is that everybody asks the question for the person, not to spend time for the whole plenary, so just do it privately.
Okay.
So it's like a question and answer session for 20 minutes for the amendments, because I would like to remind you that the deadline is today at 10 p.m. Okay? Good. I would like also to remind you that the plenary is not closed, So you cannot leave the plenary, okay? But you can stand up and move and talk. But related to statements, related to amendments. Is it clear? Good. Talk. Can we have a timer for? Okay, I want to remind delegates that they're not allowed to leave the plenary. The plenary is not closed. Therefore, you should not be able to leave the plenary. This is not free time. This is time for you to go through the proposals and ask questions on the amendments.